right? So for Mrs. Brown's kindergarten class, we have Drew Hebner. Mrs. Mazier's kindergarten class, Caitlin Sinclair. Mrs. Hodges' class, Geneva Adams. Mrs. Jaworski's kindergarten class, Haley Ellis. Stay up here when you get your award. We want to recognize you at the end. Mrs. Love's first grade, Ella May. Mrs. Duncan's first grade, Maya Van Polen. Mrs. Bruce's first grade, McCain Redmond. Mrs. Gill's second grade, Connor Hurst. Mrs. Mosby's second grade, Kirsten Richter-Schmidt. Mrs. Ransom's second grade, Ella Barton. Mrs. James' second grade, Emily Colley. Mrs. Fisher's third grade, Morgan Johns. Mrs. Berkeley's third grade, Isaiah Luna. Mrs. Fran's third grade, Preston Tyndall. Mrs. Toller's class, Joshua Cook. Mrs. McCammon's fourth grade, Callie Chambers. Mr. Baffin's fourth grade, Damian Graham. Mrs. Brown's fourth grade, Mia Evans. Mrs. Boyle's fourth grade, Drayden Kelly. Mr. Berry's fifth grade, Waylon Stevens. Mrs. Straley's fifth grade, Alea Elper. Mrs. Banks' fifth grade, Blake Brosner. Mrs. Slutsky's fifth grade, Joanne Petty. And Mrs. Warren's fifth grade, Emma May. All right, these are our AR Star Achiever winners for the first grading period from all the classrooms. Great job, boys and girls. Let's give them a round of